Have you ever asked yourself why the kindest people often carry the deepest pain? Have you ever wondered why honest people lose everything while selfish people seem to rise higher and higher? And have you ever felt that life was unfair because your soft heart only brought you suffering instead of peace? Tonight, we are going to enter one of the deepest and most emotional teachings ever connected to Krishna, a teaching that does not give sweet answers, but real answers. In this story, you will discover why sensitive people suffer more openly, why cruel people hide behind ego and emotional walls, how pain changes the human mind, and why suffering is sometimes the beginning of awakening instead of punishment. We will explore heartbreak, betrayal, emotional exhaustion, attachment, fear, identity, healing, and the hidden strength inside people who still choose love after life hurts them again and again. By the end of this video, you may see your own pain in a completely different way. So stay with me until the very end, because the final truth Krishna reveals can completely change the way you understand suffering, loss, and yourself. And if this message speaks to your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep spiritual stories and life-changing wisdom. The woman looked into the eyes of Krishna and asked a question many people silently carry in their hearts. Why do the kindest people seem to suffer the most? She told him about a nurse who spent years caring for sick strangers, holding the hands of dying patients, comforting families, and giving warmth to everyone around her. But when her own father passed away, the pain shattered her from inside. At the same time, she watched cold and selfish people continue their lives as if nothing could touch them. Krishna listened quietly and said, "Good people suffer without armor." He explained that many cruel people build walls around their hearts. They hide behind anger, pride, blame, and emotional numbness. When pain comes, they push it onto others instead of facing it honestly. A selfish businessman may cheat workers, grow rich, and look powerful, but deep inside he cannot feel real peace, love, or trust. His ego protects him from guilt, but it also traps him in emptiness. Good people are different. They feel everything deeply. A loving mother worries through sleepless nights for her children. A loyal partner breaks completely after betrayal because their love was real. Sensitive people. The woman still struggled to accept Krishna's words. She had seen cruel people become rich, powerful, and respected, while kind people cried themselves to sleep at night. So Krishna told her about a wealthy man who owned beautiful homes, expensive cars, and everything people dream about. Yet every night he locked his doors again and again, afraid someone would steal from him. He trusted nobody, slept with fear in his chest, and secretly depended on pills just to close his eyes. Krishna said many people mistake comfort for peace, but they are not the same thing. A person may smile in public while carrying deep emptiness inside. He then spoke about a boy who was bullied throughout childhood. Years later, that same boy became cold, controlling, and cruel to others. His pain had turned into anger because he never healed the wounds inside him. Krishna explained that many selfish people are not free from suffering. They are simply hiding from it behind ego, pride, and emotional walls. Even today, people create false images to hide their pain. Social media is full of smiling faces, perfect vacations, and fake happiness. Some couples look deeply in love online while secretly. The woman listened carefully, but her heart still carried pain. She asked Krishna, "If suffering is not punishment, then why does it break people so deeply?" Krishna pointed toward a small seed lying in the soil and said, "Before a tree reaches sunlight, the seed must first disappear into darkness." He explained that many painful seasons in life feel like endings when they are actually beginnings. He spoke of a woman whose marriage ended after many years. She lost her home, her money, and the future she once imagined. For a long time she believed life had destroyed her, but slowly, through loneliness and tears, she discovered strength, peace, and purpose she never knew existed inside her. The pain had not ended her life. It had redirected it. Krishna explained that people often ask the wrong question during suffering. They ask, "Why is this happening to me?" instead of asking, "What is this pain trying to teach me?" He said, "Suffering has a strange way of removing false things from our lives. A man may lose his wealth and suddenly discover which friends truly care about him. Another person may lose status and finally stop pretending to be someone else just to impress the world. Pain often reveals truth." The woman sat quietly before Krishna, but one question still remained inside her heart. "If pain can take away everything I love, then who am I when all those things disappear?" Krishna looked at her gently and told her the story of a famous actor who spent his whole life chasing attention and praise. Crowds loved him, people admired him, and he believed his success was his identity. But when he grew older and the fame slowly faded, he fell into deep sadness because he no longer knew who he was without applause. Krishna explained that many people build their identity around temporary things like beauty, money, relationships, status, or success. When those things change, the mind feels destroyed because it mistakes the costume for the real self. Krishna then pointed toward a calm lake and said, "Look carefully. The water reflects clouds, storms, sunlight, and darkness, yet the lake itself remains." He explained that the human mind is full of changing emotions. Fear comes and goes, joy rises and falls, pain appears and disappears. As the night grew quiet, the woman sat beside Krishna with tears in her eyes. But this time, the tears were different. They were no longer filled with anger against life. They carried understanding. She finally saw that suffering was not always a sign that life was cruel or unfair. Sometimes pain appears because the heart is still open, still capable of love, still willing to grow. Krishna helped her understand that selfish people often hide behind pride, blame, and emotional walls, while good people feel life deeply because they do not close themselves from truth. Their openness hurts more, but it also allows healing, wisdom, compassion, and awakening to enter faster. She understood that many painful moments were not destroying her real self. They were only removing fear, false identity, unhealthy attachment, and illusions she once believed were permanent. The loss, betrayal, heartbreak, and loneliness were not the end of her story. They were part of a deeper transformation happening quietly inside her soul. Krishna's final lesson stayed in her heart like a calm light in darkness. Nothing real can be taken from you. Only what was false can fall away.